Yeah, we're going to need gold. We also need gold to finish our fish tank off in our base. Well, to actually put one in the first place, because we kind of abandoned that idea. Yeah, okay, we're going to go on a trip to find a moon. So yeah, this is a little bit of a departure from our original plan. Now moving away from our asteroid base and out into the black with the aim of circling around to that moon. And then maybe Mars to see if we can get some platinum. Maybe... No, we're going away too far. If I get out of range, then we'll be in trouble. Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Permadeath Survival with Cyprime, and we're currently en route to the moon. Now, we were going to the Mars moon, but I had a little look at the sort of distances that are involved. It looks like it's a lot far away from Earth, and it could take around 15 hours to get there. Now, that on its own is not a problem. We do have enough power and enough everything to do that ourselves, but we have one big issue. Jules, back on the planet, all the way back there, he's only got maybe about maybe a day and a half of power, possibly at best 2 days. It's a bit of a risk. So if we get back too late and Jules runs out of power before we get there, we'll lose the marker that Jules has on him, and then we're not going to be able to actually mark that GPS point, which would be a bit of a disaster because we're waiting for that. So we're diverting to Earth's moon instead. So that's right there, which is a lot closer, because if you look at these distances here, that should be much closer than that. So instead of taking about 15 hours, it might take closer to about 9 hours real time. So we're not going to show all... That's iron? Okay, we're not going to show all of that in this one episode. I think it would be a bit boring for you to sit there watching me talk for 9 hours. But yeah, we're going to sort of just check in every now and again on the way and see how this goes. So yeah, we'll come back to you when something either happens or we have something interesting to talk about. So it's been a little while. Pertam's receding away from us. There is literally no sign of the asteroid we came from. It's just disappeared into the distance now. But it doesn't look any closer. I mean, we're showing us having 3 days of power left. So we're actually going to outlast the amount of time we actually have to do this. I'm reckoning it's going to be like real time 9-10 hours to get to our destination, which is that little dot there. 9 to 10 hours of real time sitting here with basically nothing to do. I mean, I probably should have put a survival kit in here. At least I can start producing some materials, or dock somewhere and put a solar panel on this thing. Yeah. Okay. It's not been very long since my last update, but spotted a dory. And as with nearly all the asteroids we passed, there is absolutely nothing remarkable about this one. Bit of iron. Yeah. More dull grey rocks. I want to know where that red light is down there, just sort of hiding behind the conveyor. I think that's where the battery is. I was wondering why it's red. I don't think it matters right now. Captain's log. Pertam is pretty far away now. It's like 329 kilometers away. It's not looking much closer. But what I have actually done is I've put a single O2 gen on my first bar because I was getting quite tired of pressing Control 3 and then turning them all on, which is like really eating through power. So I can now turn this on, still have 11 hours of power while we're still producing stuff to fill the tanks with, and turn it back off when we're done, so we're not eating so much just to fill up our room. It's one of those occasions where we're just falling just a little below max speed, so we just give a quick tap just to go back to full speed, just to get this time down as much as we can. Nothing's happened. A whole lot of nothing has happened. So we're still very much on the way to Earth's moon. Pertam's getting a lot smaller. We're currently 381 kilometers away from where we started there. And the moon, it's not really getting any bigger, is it? I don't think it is. Well, obviously it is, but it's like really, really slow. But yeah, we've got a little bit of an issue. If I get out of my seat, the ship's kind of like come detached from me, and this is like where I spawn now. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to get attached again. Now what I'm thinking, I don't really want to have to sort of deviate from my course or anything too much. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, because we're dampeners off right now, I'm going to just slow us down just a teeny tiny bit, so we'll keep ourselves on target, just a tiny amount, okay, not much, and then we're going to point ourselves straight down, should be about there-ish, okay, and then we're going to get out of our seat. So we're hovering, and then we're going to speed the ship up a little bit, and we're coming very close to something right now, so we've got to be a little careful. Oh, our antenna's off, isn't it? Right. Oh. Why can't I control my... Oh, my personal antenna's off. That's why. There we go. Control. So what we're going to do is we're going to... There we go. That sorts that out. So yeah, still a long way to go. This is actually like the second whole day of recording here, because this is such a long trip. So we've just started our second day of recording. This was originally supposed to be 2 whole episodes, but we've backed them up both together because we did the whole signal release video instead of the Tuesday one. So if you haven't seen that, I'd suggest you go and catch it. We check out the red ship scenario, the new one, have a little wander around there, look at some of the new blocks and how they work, and we give the red ship a very, very brief fly. Very, very brief fly. Okay, so that's this log done. I'm going to see if I can program the computer here to play tic-tac-toe. Whoa, we just had a really, really close call there. We literally just passed by that one with like a few meters. I can see there was silicon on board. Okay, so we're quite a lot closer. is what I would like to say if we were actually looking any closer than we actually are. Okay, I'm going to play a little guessing game now. I am willing to bet that at least one of you has either already written or is thinking about or in the process of writing a comment about the speed mods that are available, which would make this a lot faster, because right now we're limited at 100 meters per second. Just to let you know, ooh, that's pretty. Just to let you know that I am well aware of them. The whole point of this whole playthrough is to make it really hard. And I think the speed mods would, well, apart from landings, that would make them a lot harder, because we couldn't just like fall at 100 meters per second and then suicide burn. But yeah, I you know, kind of want the pain. And more importantly, I want to bring you along for the ride, so you can either suffer with me or laugh at me suffering, whichever way you want it. It's fine. So yeah, that's my little guessing game, my little prediction for this episode, that somebody at some point has probably either already hit and run with a, oh, there's a speed mod, you can make it much faster comment, or one of you was thinking about it. And if that was you, drop a comment saying, hey, that was me. We have another close pass in progress. This is going to get maybe close enough to detect something. Maybe not. Well, I've just found an ice asteroid. I mean, this cluster here is almost certainly mostly ice, which there'll be a bit of stone underneath, but that's a lot of ice. So, should we be in desperate need on the way back, we're okay for now. But if we happen to be in desperate need of ice on the way back, I have left us a little marker. We have a bogey! A red Wrangler. Looks like he's going really fast, but he's probably doing like 100. I'm doing 100, so relative speed 200. Maybe. It's going to get pretty close. Even if he does launch drones, though, they'll probably run out of fuel before they get me. As long as I keep my speed at around 100. And don't turn. Okay, we're getting into that most dangerous part of the journey now, where the sun's behind the asteroid, so anything coming kind of dead on is going to be black. Luckily, we have some nebula behind, so we can just about see the silhouettes, but like, for example, over in that direction, you can barely see them. So I'm just thankful that we have enough of a sort of colour around here to be able to spot these, as opposed to those. Boom. Da-da. Boom, 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 boom. So we found some silver. We don't need silver. Not right now. Mining outpost. It could have gold, but it could also mean absolute certain death, because we don't have a respawn point here, and our nearest respawn point is all the way back there. Ooh, close pass. What are we seeing? Iron and ice. That was close. So I've decided now's a good time to take a little walk around and Get a little bit of exercise. It's like being in a little cell. Don't know why it's all wobbly though. So I think we're about halfway. Pertam is looking around about the same size as the Earth. Maybe the Earth's a little bit bigger. Maybe just past halfway. Moon's still looking quite small, but it's definitely moony. When that kind of was what it looked like. In fact, that's even bigger than it was. Probably looked more like that. But yeah. So we're heading pretty much straight for the moon. We're not going to be touching down on the Earth. Like, we've got the ice to do a landing there, but what we're looking for isn't there, unless we manage to, like, you know, get some space for some magnesium. But I think, to be honest, we're going here just for gold. We're going to fill up our cargo with gold ore, and then take it all the way back there to be refined, somewhere around here. Okay, so this is recording number 3, because this is taking so long. I've had to split this up over 3 separate days, which is the reason why this episode is late out. As you can see here, we're approaching the Earth. I've got the drill set currently to block out that, just so you can see better. But there's our moon. Getting slightly closer. Not as close as that asteroid there. We can pass close to that one, I think. And, oh god, there's our Earth over there. Earth Lake. So yeah, hopefully today's commentary is going to be a little bit nicer, because I've slept. I'm less tired now. We had our little sleep in the back of the van, so to speak. This one's got something red on it. And kind of glowing. I don't think that's a construction. I think that's some kind of ore that we need for food production or something. One of the new ones that are introduced by the daily needs. Interesting. We're not going to deviate to get close enough to it, but now we know that it holy shit. We are probably going to hit that. Holy hell. Okay, so we actually had to do a course correction. Right, so we're going to have to keep a close eye out then, really, because the risk of crashing into asteroids seems to be real. We've been lucky so far, I suppose. Yeah, more when something happens. Okay, so I've kind of got it in my head that I want to build a programmable block on here so that we can control the output of our air vent, which at the moment is on. But our O2 gen's off right now, so it'll eventually run out of air. The problem is like our O2 gen kind of, if we turn it on permanently, just so we can leave it and forget about it, it uses a whole day's worth of power. We do have 2 days worth of power still with that, but I'd like to sort of some sort of safety margin and make this useful for longer term. But if I toggle it on and off, I can sometimes forget, and our oxygen can go low, and I can start using my tank's oxygen, which is of limited supply, because at the moment the only way to refill it is to go around the back, outside, which isn't really practical. So I kind of need to try to do a sort of spacewalky thing. Take down that drill up there. We could possibly do it from inside. I could take down that drill because we don't really urgently need it right now. We may be able to reconstruct it back on. Maybe we would need a drill. Probably not. Not right now. We can always put another one back on later. So my thoughts are we take down the drill, we take down that door, we block off that door space, we put a programmable block on here. I mean, these two components should give us what we need, and we can't use that door anyway, really. Because like that door's got the computer components we need. It's got some of the steel plate that we need for blocking this space off. The drill has the rest. And the drill has the large steel tube that we need. So if I can do it without getting out, that'd be brilliant. But I kind of, yeah. I'm thinking that there. Oh, let's actually use our camera. Hang on. Let's use this. Right. So drill's right off the edge of the nose. It's like barely there. I don't think we're going to be able to reach it without taking out a whole window, which is a pain in the neck to put back in. We might, oh god, we might have to do the whole spacewalky thing, because I think that drill starts somewhere off there. Okay, we seem to have a clear view right now, so the sun's totally in the wrong direction for this, but we go out this door here. So if we do a little, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to do a little jump, so we're floating. We seem to keep going back down though. Oh, maybe we just sort of slightly change the direction of the ship by jumping. Aha, good. Right, now I'm in line with the ship and I'm not actually attached. Good, right. I need to turn some stuff back on. Antenna on. Remote. Where's our remote control? Where's our remote control? We still have one. Has it vanished? No, it's there. Hidden. Right. Yeah, okay, and it, yeah, there's no off button for it, that's why. Okay. Right. So now we have what we need there. I just need to go into... Right, I want to be looking this way, I think. So I can see what I'm doing. Because I can't turn once I'm in remote control mode, so... oh, it's Shift K. Control. That's a bit weird. That's not really what I want. Let's get rid of that for a minute. Look where we're going for a second. Okay. So, Shift K. Control. Turn on our things. Let's... roll the ship. Now if I hold Alt, I should be able to look straight down. Okay, so now if I go that way, ever so slightly forward. This is slightly nerve-wracking. Ah. Well, that's a problem. Now we're actually attached to the ship. Okay. I have to release control. Nope. Nope. Okay. Jump. Okay, floating again. Good, right. So let's look in the right direction here. This could go horribly badly wrong. Oh, where are we going? No. This isn't going to work. And I'm kind of lying on my back, attached to the seat right now. Not good. Right, hang on. Okay. Good. Right. So now we're in some sort of orientation. Control. We need to get my feet out. Oh. This isn't going to work. Oh, actually, no. This might work because I can take this door out now. Let's just make sure we're not going to crash into anything. Terminal, camera, turret, control. Which way are we going? We're going that way. Nothing in our way right now. Okay. Right, so if I take that out. Okay, and then we can just deposit all that stuff in there. Right. Load that. Okay, and we control the ship again. It's so dodgy, it's probably not going to work very well. Right, okay, we need to go left and tilt the ship away from us a bit. Only doing very, very slow, subtle relative motions here. We don't really want to be doing anything too dodgy here, so right, while we're doing that I need to sort of reorientate myself so I can see what's actually going on with the ship. Go back into control, be ready to tap right when I need to stop the ship. Okay, we are officially outside the ship. Tap right. Okay. Slow it down just a touch. Speed it up just a touch. Right, we are... our orientation's a bit screwed up, but... Where's my feet? It's there. Right, okay. So everything's kind of upside down. Let's get it the right way up. Right, okay, there we go. So what I need... Where's my feet? I don't know. Feet are there. Right, okay. So let's go back into controlling the ship. We need to slow it down just a touch. So this is weird. See, I can't move myself. Right, we need to go down just a touch. Yeah, I can't control myself, but I can move the ship around relation to me. I hope I'm recording this. Yes, I am. Oh, we just gotta hope we don't end up with a nasty asteroid in our way. No. Our thrusters are not even. So I need to overshoot slightly. Tap forward and then use that to slow it back down again. Right, okay. We're going a bit too far forward. Now we're going too far up. Right, now we need to go to the right, left, forward a bit. My orientation is not really helping, but back, forward. Yeah, up, down, down. Yeah, okay. I should be able to work with that for a minute. Let's get it close enough. Gone. Right, okay. So now I need to figure out how to get back in the ship. So we need to... Right, let's get my feet right. Okay, so we need to control. We need to go up slightly. Tilt the ship away from us a little bit. Let's go forward a bit. Come on. I just have to get in and then... Point the ship that way. So weird. No, we're going away too far. Come on, let's go. Okay. Now I need to just sort of... Now I need to go right. For some reason, right seems to want to go forward. Oh, it's because I'm the way I'm steering the ship. Right, okay. Down, 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 down. Right. Forward. It's going away. I don't want it to go away. Okay, let's... no, come on, come back. All my steering's like wonky as hell, so I need to bring it back to me. If I get out of range, then we'll be in trouble. I get it just roughly station keeping with us for a minute, then I can lose control, get my orientation back to something a bit more manageable. Okay. Go back to control before I lose it. Oh, shoot. That was friggin' scary. Okay, I'm just going to bring it forward this way. We might be at max speed in that direction. Maybe I didn't slow the ship down enough. Okay, we're just going to have to sort of like hold this position until we slow down enough. I've got oxygen, I can stay out here for a little while. Please bring the ship to me. Right, I need to bring myself to the ship a little bit.
Energy low.
Yep, okay, energy's low. Right. Slow myself down a touch. And the ship can catch up. Yeah, we very quickly lost control of that. Right, it's slowly catching up on us. I'm only hoping that we don't smash into an asteroid on the way, because we have changed direction so many times now, and we're approaching something there, which means there could be a cluster nearby. I can't look behind me without losing control of the ship for a second. Oh, this is pure stress. Come on, 14 energy left. All I've got to do is get it so I can see the seat and then I can click into it for a minute. We can kind of reset and then carry on if we don't get in straight away. 12 energy left. I think I might be able to scoop myself up. 11 energy left. Come on. All about relative velocities this. At max speed, there is not much room to move. Oh.
Energy
Can I see? Yes, I'm in the seat. Okay. Let's get ourselves back on track here. And then I'm going to have to slow us down a bit. Right, so we're on track, roughly. I'm just going to slow us down just a few meters per second. And then I'm going to exit. Our orientation is that way. Okay, so I'm going to have to control the ship now and try not to get this wrong. So we need to make the ship go right. And while I'm doing that, I need to pitch the ship. Alright, let's get in first. Right, okay, I'm locked onto something. So let's see what that is. There we go, we're in. Okay. To say that was worth it is lying. But it was fun. Right, so now what we need to do, I need to flesh out this space here, so definitely need those blocks because we've got to replace the wall, so the door that we just took out. You see the sparks trailing behind because for some reason they don't retain the velocity. Spot check for asteroids. Not too dangerous. Yeah, space without a jetpack is incredibly dangerous. Right. Yeah, that matches up. Okay, so we've only got one door now, but we don't use that one anyway, really. It was useful for this, and that was it. Right, now we need our programmable block. This is just... I should have done this way earlier, then I've got, like, something to actually do. Okay, where are we going to place this thing? I didn't put it on the bar. I'm silly. Okay, where's this thing going to go? What does it actually look like? Okay, little computer screen. So if we place it somewhere that kind of looks like it should be. Where's cool? Where can we put this thing? I would have liked it kind of in front of the seat, but I'm not going back out again. So I will put it... I'll just stick it on the floor down there. It's just something to play with, really. Okay, we need some more parts, so let's take that off there for a minute. Yay! So we're down one drill, but we're up a programmable block, which is awesome. So I can do stuff now. Right. Good. That will do fine. We need oxygen in here. Right, okay, so let's just turn our thrusters off so they're not burning idle fuel. Okay, I'm going to go and have a little conversation with ChatGPT, and we're going to try and come up with some sort of script to control my O2 gen, and just see if it doesn't blow up my ship. I'm trying to do that. I'm not going to record the whole process. We have a video out about how to use ChatGPT to code for space engineers. I'm just going to use that same process and see what we can come up with. There's probably already something out there, but I need something very specific for my needs that just simply turns the O2 gen on every now and again whenever the oxygen level starts to get too low, so that it can intermittently just fill up the O2. Right, I will be back. Okay, I had a little conversation with ChatGPT, and we have what might be a usable script, so I'm just going to pop that into our programmable block and see what happens with it. So what I've asked for is something that turns on the O2H2 generator every time the air pressure gets below 80%, which gives us a little safe margin, and turn it back off again when we get to 99.5%. What I am going to have to do first is find the O2 gen that I'm using down here. It's just the first one. And just name it. Right. So we're going to call that main O2 gen. Right. I need to go into our programmable block. I'm keeping one eye open for asteroids at this time as well, because there's a cluster coming. I'm going to edit, take all that, paste in our thing, add in main O2 gen. I'm going to have to probably adjust the name to match that. Air vent, yeah, it's going to be hopper air vent actually. Check code. Okay, O2 Oh, that's named perfectly. Okay. Right, so now we just have to check to see if there's any errors. Programmable block. O2 generator turned off. This is great. It leaves feedback and everything. ChatGPT is quite good. I'm using 3.5 right now. ChatGPT 4.0 is coming out probably soon. Looks pretty good. The voice mode on that's going to be much better. You'll be able to just like more naturally talk to it. We may try having a conversation with it one time. Maybe we could probably repurpose it to be kind of like an in-game sort of ship computer. There'll be limitations, but could be useful. Right, so we're just waiting to see now. I'm leaving my visor shut just in case, but we just need to wait and see if when my O2 gen, well, my O2 gen kicks in or not. We'll see it on the bottom bar when it does. So we are definitely getting much closer to Earth. We're starting to actually see the moon's sort of like shadow properly now. It's not just like some weird blob anymore. Yeah. Don't think it's going to be too long before we actually get... Well, I say too long before we get there. I mean, how long did it take Pertam to shrink down to that size? Took quite a while. Let's have a little look behind us. There's Pertam. Looking very, very tiny. We are currently 2058 away. We might be nearly 1,000 away from that one, but we'll get there. I'm just going to have to toggle my visor. There's something with the audio. If you toggle your visor, it quiets things back down again. Alright, let's check our air vent, see where we're at with this. 84. So we're just going to keep an eye on that until it gets down to 80, well, it's like 81-ish, and then we'll start watching our air vent. Oh, sorry, our O2 gen. Air vents, O2 gens. Ugh, too many things to keep your eye on. I mean, there's a good chance that this won't work first time. I've known ChatGPT not to get it right first time, more often than not. But this is a relatively simple script. It should be able to work. And literally... Okay, we're getting close now, so let's just keep an eye on our bottom bar on the 3rd position and see if that turns itself on. Well, oh, wait. Yeah, it just repressurized the room. Let's just check our air vent. Did we get all the way up? Yeah, we got up to past 99.5. And it only needed a very brief flick, which is great. So it's stopping our power from getting a bit too ridiculous. Alright, so I've just published the script. It's called Prime's Economical O2 script, and you can find it on the workshop now. So for those of you with small builds like this one, where you don't want to put an O2 tank on there, yeah, just use that script. It could be great for people with O2 tanks as well, where the O2 tank runs out and you just got your store of ice and you kind of power conscious. You don't want to spend all that power filling up the entire O2 tank when you may not need to. It's surprising how little ice you need to actually burn to keep your cockpit pressurized. So yeah, go and grab this script. It's really simple, really lightweight, and easy to set up. Okay, it's looking like we're going to have to do some sort of an invasive maneuver because a cluster just formed right in front of us. So engines on. Let's do this early so that we don't have to think too much about it later. No big maneuvers. Just the earlier you do them, the smaller those changes can be. While we're passing this, I'm going to turn my personal light off and my antenna because I don't need them. We're just using ship power, refueling myself. This is probably going to be a fairly close pass. Yeah, we would have basically slammed straight into this thing. What's that? Drone facility. Okay, we need to get ourselves back onto target now, so... It looks like we're passing a nice little cluster here. It's kind of all around us. We just sort of slip right through the middle without any course corrections. This one's getting a bit close. I'm not sure if we're actually going to hit it or just pass it. Then we're just going to pass it. Oof. Yeah, that was extremely close. Got to bear in mind that we've got massive side engines here. Okay, we've got another little cluster coming very close, but we're not going to panic. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little list thing. So what are the biggest dangers of interplanetary flight and space engineers? From experience here, I would say running out of oxygen would be one of the biggest ones, or running out of power or fuel for that matter. Asteroids, I mean, for the most part they tend to not be in your path like reality would be, because they're so sparsely spaced. There's like a kilometer between each one or each cluster. This is not coming too close. This is fine. But I would say the biggest danger has to be complacency, because the amount of time between things happening, your reaction times when something does happen really decreases, because you're not necessarily on the ball knowing exactly what to do at the moment. So I'm trying to keep in mind that potassium. Okay, I'm trying to keep in mind that when I do reach the lunar sort of entry, I need to be on the ball and ready for a landing, so I don't just go ploughing straight into it thinking, what do I press? So yeah, so oxygen, fuel, etc., asteroids in the way, complacency, and then I would guess after that possibly encounters of some sort, which can impact all of the other things, because if you have to steer away from an encounter, you're using more fuel, you're extending your journey time, you're more at risk of veering into an asteroid's path because you're off your normal route. Yeah, and your complacency thing might kick in because you may be slow to react to that danger. So things to keep in mind. Have a process in place and make sure that you take all those things into account before you start a journey. Don't do what I did and just go, oh, I'm going to go on a journey. I've just remembered that I left the antenna turned on, and that's why our power usage has gone down to 2 days. Turned it off, we're back up to 3 days, so that's good. We're approaching 3,300 kilometers away from Pertam now. Probably about 400 or 500 kilometers to go. That's around about another hour. Yeah. I mean, on the bright side of doing this journey, even if we don't bring back a lot of gold, hopefully we should have enough to get a gravity generator at the other end to make construction a little easier. But the main thing is that we'll be able to actually mark the location of the moon and the gold deposit, and we can use that information plus any other information that we gather on the way back regarding obstacles on the straight line distance between each destination. We should be able to chart the means to be able to set up laser antenna network so that we can actually drone operate our gold retrieval. Now, I know some of you are thinking, well, the goal was to get to the Earth-like planet and build a permanent settlement there. I could just do that now, except I don't have a survival kit with me. So that would be a problem. We'd have to steal enough or buy enough resources to get a survival kit. Still possible. However, I want to be coming back with sort of a ready-made sort of base building facility, some sort of large ship that can make this whole process a lot easier. I don't really want to be doing the whole starting process all over again. So this is literally, we're ignoring that and we're going there for the sole purpose of getting gold and marking up the destination and coming back with said gold and hopefully being able to start doing some sort of an antenna network between the two planets so we can have some sort of interplanetary ore mining process. At some point in the future we're going to have to do it all over again for Mars, which is way down there. So yeah. We have a couple of enemy signals. Mining outpost. Probably get a drill from there, but I'll more than likely get shot. Not worth the risk. It's yellow though. Banana ship. So I'm trying to decide. Is the moon next to the Earth, like behind it or in front of it? It's like almost impossible to tell right here. My concern is if it's behind it, then we may actually come quite close to the Earth like gravity and we may have to do a little bit of a deviation. If it's in front of it or next to it, it's not going to be an issue at all. So yeah, we are just going to have to see, but that Earth-like is starting to get much larger in our view now. Yeah, we'll find out when we get closer. Another closed path coming in. This one basically spawned right in the path view. I've not had to move. I'm not going to have to move. But it's a pretty close one. Let's see if there's anything on it. Any signals? Any signals at all? No signals. Oh well. We've only got 300 meter range on our raw detector anyway. Okay, we are close enough now to start looking at landing sites. I'm aiming for somewhere near the pole because of sunlight. We're not solar powering, but we want to be able to actually see. So I'm just literally adjusting my thrust to get us in that sort of general area when we approach. Okay, big update. The moon has just reached the exact size of my entire crosshair, now making my measuring stick completely useless. I suppose we could do like multiple crosshairs across, or maybe we can go with that one. Now, I am a little concerned. The dark side of the moon there is now large enough to conceal an oncoming asteroid until pretty much the last minute. So we're not going to be able to be very hands off with this. We're going to have to keep a sharp eye, at least while the sun's kind of where it is. Okay, I think I may have underestimated this. Underestimated this. Judging by, let's just get into this view. Judging by the speed that is moving in our view, so you notice that star there, about to get swallowed up by the atmosphere. Judging by that speed versus the speed that this is moving, it is moving, it's just much slower. I think that is actually closer. That is, the moon is going to be just past the Earth, like. So that would actually put that maybe, well, let's see, that's about, I can't remember what size planets we're using. It's probably 60. So that, oh, we're right now with 3779. We're not quite level with that yet. Probably got about another 250 to go. So what does that work out time-wise? Let's do some maths. So 250,000, that's meters, divided by 100, divided by 60, divided by 60. 0.69 hours. Nice. Okay. So, yeah, it's now 3:20 p.m. on the Saturday, UK time. It's going to be around 4 p.m. that we're going to arrive. Then I've got to edit this stuff and then get it out to you guys. So it's going to be a quick edit and an upload, and it might be later than I even said on my community post. Okay, now visibility is really poor. You can see what's coming in front of the sun, but we don't see it until it's in front of the sun. So I have no idea if there's anything in our way there, or how big this thing is. Oof. Oh crap. We need big thrusters for this one. Poof. Let's go back to Mavs and get our target line back up. Okay, so it's about 3:15 according to this. According to my watch, it's about 5 minutes later, but I guess I need to set my time on my computer. I think we're about 10 minutes away from a landing, so pretty much dead on time. The moon's looking pretty large over here, and it's getting larger rapidly now, so yeah, about 10 more minutes and we need to be looking at a landing spot. So I've spotted a random safe zone thing floating above the surface. It's a bit odd. Maybe that is some kind of a space station. Maybe it was supposed to be on the surface. Not entirely certain. But yeah, we can already see ice down here, so we can start looking at some sort of a landing spot, possibly around here, just like towards the edge. Oh. Okay, we've got a safe zone there, which means there won't be any ores near that, so we might want to be looking at just somewhere around the corner from there, stay at least 5k's away from that. Okay, now this 10 minutes that we were looking at is rapidly reducing because I think we're a lot closer than we thought we were. So it's been about 6 minutes. And we're really close to making a landing soon, so we're just going to drift on for a little while longer. Oh, there's a few safe zones. One there, there's one there, and there's one there. Interesting. We've got nothing to trade with them. Oh, and there's another one there. Below my crosshair. Any more? Okay, so we've got safe zones all the way around, sort of basically orbiting the moon. I've never seen those like that before. I wonder if that's something new with the update. Okay, so we're going to be aiming trying to get 5k's away from that. Reasonable distance so we can go and visit it if we need to. We may have some need to. If we don't find gold, for example, maybe the trading post has gold and they'll trade for something we do find. And I left all of my credits at home. That moon dance is a little close. Right, 15:52. Okay, no point obsessing about the time here. We're just gonna come right past this and we're going to hit gravity at some point. I think the stopping thrust on this ship is more than sufficient to last minute this. I'm not going to cut now because we are coming in so close to a landing. I'm just going to let this roll. So where exactly are we coming in? Let's get this lined up. Okay, so we're just scooting over the top, that's fine. We might just hit gravity, which is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave myself a line like this for the moment. Because then we can see where we're going. Let's just rotate ourselves around actually so we've got a better feel for the direction we're travelling in. I think we want to stay in this direction. We don't necessarily need to be above the ice. We have 9k sitting there, which is plenty, and we've got nearly a full tank of fuel. But we don't want to be too far away from that beacon that we can't just like take a visit if we need to. Okay. Keep an eye out on the gravity there. We're only 6k's away from that beacon, so we're not very high up. We're going to turn our, let's see, we're going to turn our main thrust on. Not making any directional changes just yet. Let's do the helmet trick, make it quieter. I don't have sneaky sounds on because they tend to make the enemy transmissions almost inaudible. Yeah, inaudible. Okay, we're in gravity now, so it's going to naturally start curving us down towards the planet. We're going to just do our roll for insertion. And I think somewhere around that crater might be pretty good. We're 2.9k's away from the beacon right now, so we need to go a bit further around. I think we just let gravity bring us in as much as we can, save our fuel. It's going to burn off a little bit of speed. Start coming down. Turn our oil detector on. No point using parachutes in this, so we're not even going to go near that. Okay, we're nearly 5k's away from what we saw before. So what we're actually going to do, ice, we're just going to see lots of ice markers at the moment, so we probably need to get a little bit out of the ice. Nickel. Put it on full view. Iron. More iron and nickel. Probably not going to see the gold marker yet. Now, I'm not putting my dampeners on right now because it's going to just really eat fuel. So we're just going to Flappy Bird this for now. More nickel. Now, gold should be fairly evenly distributed around. It's just going to be a little bit rarer and a little bit more large and much deeper. So there's a very good chance that we won't actually see it from the surface that easily. We may need to take a trip down to the beacon thing and see if they've got any detector components. Okay, I think we're going to stick ourselves right here. For now, maybe. No, maybe let's get off the ice, I think. Maybe over here. Silicon. Yeah, we're just going to stop here. There we are. Not exactly the smoothest landing in the world, but we got there. Anything damaged? No. Not beyond use anyway. Right. So we're on the moon now. We made it all the way from home, which was 4,052 kilometers away. A bit further than we expected. We have a beacon 11 kilometers away over there. We have an ore detector that's detecting absolutely nothing right now. We're probably going to need to try and find some detector components. So we're going to look at that next time. And thank you for coming along on this journey with me. If you're excited to see what's coming up next and you're not subscribed to the channel, do so now if you want. And drop a like and a comment if you have anything to say. Thank you very much and have a lovely week. Bye.